season 2 bathtub. Ohio bathtub season 2. Best friends, no clothing, confusing bathtub season. It's bathtub season. It's bathtub season. It's bathtub season. It's bathtub season.
Well, good evening, Austin.
How goes it, young sir?
I'm feeling old. And hot.
Sexy old sir.
Old and hot.
You got some icy on there with you?
No,
Well,
I forgot that.
You're not old enough yet.
That's in my medicine cabinet. I might have to get more from the apothecary.
Ah, going to the apothecary, I see.
I bet that's where the old man goes that was in one of the episodes once. I wonder what happened to him. He may make a comeback.
Yeah, what did happen to him? He was... I'm worried about him because he was doing something with the front lines of something.
Yeah, I haven't heard from him in a while, but we'll see if he... maybe he might check in at some point.
Get a letter from across the seas. I miss you dearly, Corey. I haven't visited your bath in many a moon.
That's really funny. I didn't even thought about that. Not that it was me doing it.
Right, no.
It was definitely not.
Definitely an old man from the front lines.
Who was in my bathroom with me.
For some reason.
For some reason. Now, as you guys can probably tell, there is no old man in here with me tonight, but we're not in the bathtub. We're in our bathrobes, and you haven't seen us in these since our last wrap-up episode.
Back in the robe.
And this isn't going to be a full episode or anything. We are just hopping on here for a quick little video to celebrate our birthday. We've now been a podcast officially for a whole year.
A whole year. And Corey, you can't see this because we don't video call each other, but I got a cake.
Nice. Did you really?
I have a little cake with a number 1 candle on it. We are 1 year old.
Should we sing?
What do we sing? Happy birthday?
Happy birthday. What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay, what key?
Joy?
The key of joy. Okay, I think that's F flat.
An F flat. You know, if it was the tick, he would say it would be the key of joy as well that we would need to sing in. Or the key of justice.
It would be the key of justice. You are right.
Which I think would be a B natural.
Well,
my least favorite of keys.
We would be singing it as a duo.
We would.
The tick would approve.
Do you think we could? Should we try that or no?
It could go horribly wrong, but we do have auto-tune.
And I have the mouth, so I can make it real weird by Native Instruments.
We can... I think between the two of us, we can make it something completely obliterated.
All right, I think we should give it a go. So, happy birthday on 1, 2, 3. Wait, what are we saying? Happy birthday to bathtub season?
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to
We already
you.
can't pace it right.
And you were breaking up a little bit.
Well, shit.
Well, we might have to record our own, and then we can auto-tune them together, and then that might be fun, because we won't know what key the other person's singing.
All right. Challenge accepted.
Hey there, everybody. Corey here. Just jumping in real quick, because we did accept that challenge. We did try to make a version of the song with us singing together, and it did not go well. So I hope you can just enjoy the little section that we did together right there before this section. So enjoy, and back to the episode. Okay, we'll do that in post. But yeah, I'm so happy you got a cake. I wish I could be in Cleveland right now to have a little.
It'd be great.
Cake! Everybody loves cakes. Cakes have layers.
I don't care what everyone likes.
I just have a Bush NA, which is much less exciting.
I also do have a beer. We didn't really talk about what we were doing on this, so I figured I'd have
No.
one to be safe. My beer is a little special in a way. So I spent the past 2 weekends mixing at Oktoberfest.
Mm-hmm.
And
Very exciting.
one of the bands I mixed was Alex Meixner.
Put it on a pizza, yum. A nacho yum. Put it on anything for pepperoni.
And I have from New Braunfels, Texas, Alex Meixner Polka Pills.
How exciting. Does it taste like him?
Well, I got a sweaty hug from him, but I didn't actually taste him. But this is a pretty good Pilsner, I will say.
And mine just tastes like cheap alcohol-free beer.
Then we relaxes.
As one might expect.
Yeah, but like I've said on previous episodes, Bush makes one of the best good cheap NA beers, so I'm not mad at
I
that.
will say, since it is our anniversary/birthday episode, and we've been known to nerd out about what we're doing audio-wise, I am doing a little bit more this time because we're out of the bathtub and I have the opportunity. So today is an SM7B, switching mics again,
Oh.
going into a Lola preamp that I built, going into an Empirical Labs Duressor for some de-essing,
Wow.
and then a distressor for a little compression.
That's quite a chain. It's way fancier than mine, but my audio is also different than normal
Nice.
as well. I have a similar mic. I have my Aston Stealth connected into my Apogee Duet Firewire interface, which is my my day-to-day interface when we're not doing stuff in the bath, because it's very old and it still works and I don't want to break it.
Fair enough. Mine's going into my Apollo 16. Usually I'm just using the twin for bathtub stuff, but I have
I
everything
made a
else in that
video about
rack.
this interface a few years ago and how I still make it work on my 2018 Mac Mini, and I think it's up to like 20,000 views or something on YouTube. And I get comments all the time, people saying that they bought one on eBay because of my video and are so happy that they still work, and that makes me feel really good.
Everyone's looking for a way to make their old shit work. I got some old shit. You want some old shit? I got some old shit I don't use.
But I mean, it's not just old shit; it's a good interface.
That's fair. It's not shit. It's just not current.
No, but I know a lot of like Apogee fans like to say that this one had some of the best preamps. So I just think that every time I think about getting a different one, even if that's true or not.
Fair enough.
How's the cake?
I'm not eating it right now, but it's a strawberry cake. I'm kind of excited about it.
So we're gonna make this like a mukbang birthday situation.
Yeah.
You were?
Yeah, you know.
Everyone does mukbang on the birthday.
You know it.
So I was trying to think of things we could talk about, and the only thing I could think of was I was curious. In this last year, we have done a few specials. We covered all of the Tick, and we are now a few episodes into Napoleon Dynamite. But I wanted to know what is like one or two of your favorite episodes, both like just watching and then like episodes of our podcast, like they combined.
Okay. Well, we did do favorite episodes for the Tick, and I'd be lying if I told you I could remember which one mine was off the top of my head.
They were opposite of mine. I just remember that.
they were opposites. It was probably your least favorite.
Mm-hmm.
It was an earlier one, I think.
I think so as well. I'll have to pull. I usually just have the Tick's Wikipedia page pulled up at all times on my computer because of this podcast. Because I'm always having to look stuff up.
Wasn't yours like the final episode or the
I
one
think it
before?
was.
And I was
it
like,
one of the last ones.
I was so not stoked on that compared to the rest.
Yeah, I think it was the Terror.
Was that the final? Yeah, it was the final, I guess. For some reason, I was thinking there was another one after that.
No, it was either that or the Tick versus no, not the Tick versus Justice. The Big Leagues. That was one of my favorites.
We're very discriminating in who we invite to join our little group. Only the cream.
And the cream is white.
That's true. Cream is white. There's no denying that.
Yeah, you liked the Big Leagues a lot. I do remember that. Tick
That one
versus
was
I
so
like
funny.
that's what I liked. Tick versus Justice a lot.
Nuclear bombs aside, the important thing is that I had the right of way.
Fat Manuel, please get to the point.
My point is, my insurance rates go up, but Manuel might as well start taking the bus. So, if there's any justice left in this sorry world, but Manuel's deductible will be lowered $200, $350, and this case will be thrown out. I rest my case.
No further questions.
$400.
I think that was the one I went with.
Yeah, that was a good one. It's been so long. It's been
I
a
know.
year, so I'm like having to read these. The funeral. Like I said it in a wrap up. That intro with him speaking at the funeral is stuck in my head even to this day. I know I said it on that episode, but is when I think of the Tick, for some reason, his speech in that episode just is what comes to mind immediately.
Yeah, that episode definitely crossed my mind when I was trying to remember what I had said. I was like, was it the funeral? Because that one, it definitely is a standout. I was thinking about that one.
Death. The eternal blink. The capricious dance of now you stop moving forever.
The one
I have
with
to
Ron
say, though, I
Perlman.
think my favorite thing we've done has been Everything You Know Is Wrong.
Well, as Sid Fudd, the great scientist sportsman, once said to me, what goes down must come out.
Pat, I'm not down and out. Live or die, I'll make $1 million.
You're insane, Rebus.
I'm not in.
I say it's funny because I was gonna say I think my favorite thing we've done is the Halloween episode.
That's
From Egypt. The mummy.
I really enjoyed that too. Our specials have both been very fun.
They were. I enjoyed our specials a lot. We did a whole season and we did a couple specials up to this point. We're on our season 2. Like in that year, I'm looking at the Tick and I'm looking at those specials and like I had a great time with all of it.
Yeah. It's been a trip. I don't even. How many episodes of this podcast exist? It's not as many as you would think.
No, it's 15 somewhere in there.
Let me get logged into Podbean. If you guys were curious who hosts our podcast, it is Podbean. I think I've talked about that before.
Because it was 9 episodes of the Tick, 2 specials. So that's 11, and then we've done doubles this season with the exception of 1 episode. So
we have 4 episodes of Napoleon Dynamite up. We have 10 of the Tick, including
Robio,
the
you're right.
Robio. So that's 14, and then we had 2 for Everything You Know
that's
Is
right.
Wrong. So that's 16. So
17,
we have
okay.
17 episodes. Which, I mean, we've put a lot of work into this. Like, it's not been a menial amount of work.
No.
It's been a lot of fun, though. Like, I'm looking forward to what's to come. It was funny when I was typing up something for to post about like our birthday. I couldn't like type it without it sounding like we were coming to an end, and I don't know how I kept messing it up so badly.
How can you take something so positive and write it so down a hole?
It kept being like, it's been a great road so far. It's like, everything up to this point has been wonderful. Like in my head, every time I read it, I'm like, man, it sounds like it's a eulogy. Like,
Are we breaking up? Are you getting out of the bath?
Are we gonna be the wet Gallaghers?
Oh shit!
And then get back together when Amazon offers us like $200 million to tour again?
Yeah, I mean, it's always an option.
I'd get in the bath for $200 million. I'd get in the bath for $200.
That's what I was gonna say. I'd get in the bath for a fucking piece of this cake.
Yeah. We're coming up on spooky season though, so we'll have to do another Halloween special.
We do. We got to figure that out soon.
Some of my favorite clips that we have made was from that one too, so we're gonna have to figure that out.
Video clips.
Yeah, and back then we weren't doing any video, so it was just our logo in the videos that I made.
Right. We had a couple things from the movie itself and then the logo stuff. But it was, we were really just kind of breaking into some of that stuff then. And, we had.
That was our 6th episode.
We had some great clips going on with that. I agree. You were really starting to like push that side of things.
Yeah, and I was figuring out like the witchcraft in DaVinci to like make the logo move with our audio, like expand and contract.
And I just like both the specials, but Halloween, I know is what we were talking about. They were both so much fun. Like, and there were so many, audio samples that I just was like, these are incredible. I've used some of them since.
What was the line from the Halloween special that we both like said together? Shoot, what was it? I'm pulling up our clips now.
We learned how to say jack-o'-lantern.
Back in those days, people used to light bonfires to scare away the evil spirits. Nowadays, jack-o'-lanterns are supposed to do the same thing.
That's what it was, like jack-o'-lanterns.
It's made our whole spooky season better from there on.
It has. No, and it's been a while since I edited an episode. I will say that when we started this over a year ago, because we started it like way early before we published anything. We recorded like 4 or 5 episodes before we put anything out. And back then, my son was way younger to like, I don't even think he was walking yet. So I had a lot more free time than I do now.
Yeah, I can understand
he was
that.
Sleeping more, and during the day, even if he was awake, I would have more free time to get stuff done for this. So I definitely have less time now, and work has gotten way crazier too. But that is what it is. That happens.
Yep.
So I do feel bad that I haven't had as much time to help with that.
No, that's okay. I mean, you take care of the video. I'll keep dealing with the audio. Unfortunately, I don't have a son. I don't know if that's the unfortunate part, but I also
that
don't
you know of.
Well, okay, that's another thing. But I also don't have a lot of time, but that's becoming a little bit easier to manage with the new job.
Well, did you have any questions for me you wanted to discuss on this birthday, or did you want to keep it real short and sweet?
What was your favorite?
I said I think it was the 2 specials for Everything You Know Is Wrong.
That's right, Everything.
Those are so funny, and like I've just watched it like a month or 2 ago, just in like my free time, because that special it's
wild.
Hilarious.
It's absolutely wild. It's hilarious how often I think about the part with Revis Knievis and everyone going into the hole. And just like specifically the scene where everyone gets drowned in a cave reverb.
Still don't believe you, but you gotta keep your promise, Revis, or die a chicken! I ain't no chicken!
Incredible. Well, that's amazing.
And yeah, they all just go into it. And then there's the last 2, like the former president of the U.S. is going in. And it's just the announcers, and they just get up and get in, and then the host comes over and takes over the video work. Like,
Yep.
Okay, hey, boys, are you going in there? Look,
I think we're gonna
if
have
you
a
see
really
a
good
nudist
time
named
down there,
Art
Ray.
Holflaffer down there, now tell him to get right.
Yes.
Hey,
Yes, I remember.
hey, Mr. Hamburger.
I went to quote it the other day. I forget what I was going to say, like, but I was with people. I'm like, wait, no one's going to know what this is. And
this is a very off-brand thing that no one knows about.
I have the VHS. It's sitting behind me on a shelf. But
I have the vinyl record,
which is fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. Maybe we can rewatch that in a few years for another special, like a revisit.
For sure. That would be a fun one to revisit. I'm also sure it's out of focus, but in my background of this video is my Tick newspaper.
I'm so jealous of that you actually have the newspaper prop from the television show.
From your favorite episode, ironically.
It's Apocalypse Cow.
Arthur, evil is afoot and hoofing it with dark gusto. Let's go.
I would not go out there, my little friend. Apocalypse Cow is 50 feet tall. She shoots fire from her teats.
Oh my god. That's absolutely amazing. With Apocalypse Cow.
Yep, Apocalypse Cow. It was Apocalypse Cow strikes again. That's the headline.
We talked about doing a Christmas special last year, and we even like started making notes for it. But
I have the notes. I made all the notes. We can absolutely do that Christmas special if you want.
The Martians, or Santa Claus versus the Martians.
Yep.
I think is what we were gonna do.
Or Santa. Yeah, it was something about Santa and the Martians, but yes.
I like the tradition of doing a Halloween special because not many things do a Halloween special anymore. So I like that.
I do too. I like Halloween a lot. It's a natural special for me to want to do.
Santa Claus conquers the Martians. That's what we were gonna do.
That's right. Conquers.
It was really weird.
It was quite strange. I watched it with a couple friends.
And I still would like to figure out how we could do some guest episodes. I think that would be a lot of fun.
Gotta get people.
Maybe those could be Robios. Maybe we don't do those from the bath to make it easier on our guests.
Perhaps. But I like making people play with electronics in water.
You know how many people, like family and friends, have reached out about how concerned they are for my safety because of this show?
What does that say that I've had no one reach out to me with concern?
Well, you don't also have like the electronics directly above the bath like I do.
It's true.
I do at some point plan on getting a nice shotgun mic and just using that like you do. But then I wouldn't get that good proximity effect from using a condenser right next to my mouth.
We'll get those U67s. It'll be fine.
Yeah, the tube amps above the bath is just the best.
Because that's where you have to keep the power supply, is above the bath, where you normally keep your mic and everything else.
I would. I probably wouldn't. That's too expensive.
I'd put it on top of the toilet.
I may. It might work. You know, maybe our guest episodes can be from the toilet instead of the bath. We'd probably do it with some like feet falling asleep though.
We'll start our shit talk segment.
That's not a bad idea. We'll do this the guest episodes from the shower. Mix it up.
How is that gonna be easier?
Just screaming.
There's a lot of noise and everything's getting wet.
No, that probably wouldn't work, Austin. Probably shouldn't.
No, the shower is probably not gonna work out. I still think we can get people able to record in the bath, but I do recognize that it's significantly more difficult than being like, hey, get naked and put a mic up. You don't have to be wet. You just have to be naked.
Yeah, we can hear. I'm sure our listeners will be able to tell from this that we aren't naked. At least I'm not completely. Well, I mean, I have the robe on, so I guess either way, I wouldn't be naked.
Right. I have the robe on. But, I mean, you can be naked. I'm not saying our guests can't be naked, just that they need to not be wearing most of their clothes.
No, they have to be naked.
All right, well, there you have it. If you want to be a guest on our show, you have to be naked.
Yep, we'll know. You can hear it while mixing.
Oh, yeah. I can hear if that's skin-on-skin contact.
If those bubbles are hitting those hose or not, you can hear the hoe if it's skin or clothed hoe.
We did learn some valuable lessons about the noise that bubble make.
We've learned some valuable lessons, like that they're called hoes.
Yep. And it feels good when they get bubbled.
And that some bath bombs turn cold for some reason.
And then you got cold hose.
What else have we learned? That our forefathers took drugs.
Yep. And everything that we know is wrong.
We did learn that. I'm trying to think of stuff from the Tick, but Austin, it's been so long.
It's been a while.
I did go back in like the spring and listen to all the Tick episodes at some point, but again, that was many moons ago. At this point,
was a whole season ago.
Mm-hmm. Good riddance. I hate the summer, and it's still very hot.
I like the summer. I don't know. I don't like the cold. I know you like the cold, but I hate the snow.
I love the cold.
I hate the snow. I don't want to deal with it.
Bury me in snow.
Like, I hate humidity, so there are certainly things about the summer I don't like. But I would rather have that kind of weather and the ability to do more things than be cold and inside and covered in snow if I'm not.
Though a snowy day is a perfect day for taking a bath.
That's true. I will say I get more done on the podcast in winter. That's for sure. I'm not mixing outside all the time, and I will be busier this winter because I still have recording projects I'm working on, but I do have significantly more time that I don't want to be doing other things, and I don't have to be doing other things.
Right. And I know we talked about it like ages ago, but I would like if we would do some video game streams sometime.
Definitely. Yeah,
we need to set up well, I was going to say Twitch, but I feel like it would make probably more sense for us to do like YouTube Live or Facebook Live even.
Sure.
Or even TikTok Live. But vertical probably wouldn't work great if you needed 2 video streams and the game itself. So probably not TikTok Live, but I feel like YouTube Live or Facebook Live would make more sense than doing Twitch for us.
Yeah, no, I'm down to figure that out. Like we haven't played games just in general in a while. But yeah, no, I'm down.
That would be fun. That would be fun.
I was recently playing Road Rage again.
Fantastic. That's probably what we're going to end up playing.
Probably.
Dad. Quit playing those stupid video games, boy. I want to watch TV.
We might. I mean, there's some other more modern games we could play, but I feel like if we're going to make the time and like effort to get that all working, we might as well do something that we both really want to do live that we've both talked about many times.
Yeah, we've
on the show.
Both played the shit out of that game.
Yes, we have. All right, Austin. Well, I think we're at about 25 minutes, and I am starting to sweat profusely under this thick Ralph Lauren robe.
See, you just buy clothes that are too heavy because you want it to be cold. If you just dressed appropriately.
Well, I also bought this one because I wanted this specific one after seeing it at a store.
Remember Napoleon wearing his grandma's lucky kimono? Go for those vibes right now.
The only other bathrobe I have is also, like, fuzzy.
You need a silky one.
Silky robe.
I'm not wearing a silky one. I'm certainly not, but
yours
I'm also
like
not.
Waffle, right? Yours is like a waffle robe.
It's kind of like terry, kind of towelish. But yeah, no, you gotta dress for what you're dealing with. I'm not currently hot, so this robe is fine for me. But
we don't have our AC on because we're in denial that it got hot again.
I don't have my AC on, but that's a noise thing. It'll be on when we're done.
All right, everybody. Well, this was just a short little interlude, but we'll talk to you guys soon, and thank you for sticking with us for an entire year.
And thank you for acknowledging us, because it's our birthday.
It is our birthday, and thank you for acknowledging our nude podcasting. And
yes.
That's something you have to think about regularly.
Come join us naked.
Come join us naked, and as always, go take a bath. You deserve it.
Bye.
Bye.
I don't have to worry about my dick stopping the video. That was a weird way to word that. It sounds like my dick's just like creeping out of the bathtub and stopping my videos on me normally, and that's not what's happening.